This case presentation time. The presenter is Professor Song. Song is briefly now associate professor in Assam Medical Center, Ulsan University, which is the largest center in Korea. He is actually an expert in the area of
Thank you, Chairman. Let me start the case presentation for living organ transplantation for kidney failure. A patient with 17-year-old girl. She was factually healthy, very bright and cheerful, the high school student, teenager. But she experienced a sudden onset of the jaundice and malaise, the flu-like symptom 7 days before the admission to another general hospital. At that time, she showed altered mental status, through mentality, and she was admitted to another general hospital and managed during the 2 days. During the management, she was showing the rapid deterioration of the mentality, so she was referred to our hospital. And she had no specific noticeable past medical history and no the family history of the genetic disorder or metabolic disease. She has only the history of medication, the acetaminophen, 1.3 grams per day for 1 week due to flu-like symptoms. On admission to our hospital, she visited our hospital December 6, 2016, at 11 a.m. The vital sign was stable, no fever, no hypertension. Under neurologic examination, she showed the throat and heartbeat. The pupil was not fixed and pupil size was normal. On the laboratory test, no acidosis, but the lactic acid level was slightly elevated, and AST level was 2,400 and 3,800 respectively, and creatinine level was normal, total bilirubin level was 11.4 milligram, the protein time was remarkably prolonged at 7.5. On the task force serology, no Hep B, no hepatitis A, no Hep C, no HAP, no TMV or EDB, herpes simplex virus, and we could not find out any evidence for the autoimmune nature of liver disease. This is the initial dynamic CT scan. We can see the slight heterogeneous enhancement pattern of the liver, but there was no abnormality in vasculature and biliary tree. There was the significant splenomegaly, no ascites, no problem in the hollow viscous. The only abnormal finding is the heterogeneous enhancement pattern and edematous or thickening of the gallbladder. This is initial brain CT scan. Brain CT scan showed the maintenance of the cisternal space, but there was a little bit compression of the lateral ventricle, but jugal space was also maintained. So there was the suspicious reason for the mild edema. So our initial assessment was acute liver failure due to unknown cause. At the time, the level score 39, the mentality was the deep drowsy. The first question of this case is the optimal time for liver transplantation in a acute liver failure patient.
Yeah, we have actually discussed on the table. Move to the center. We have tables here, and we discussed and actually and program.
During preparation, let me ask you one question to Professor Song. So can you let us know the trend of laboratory finding and clinical science, especially proton time. Is it prolonged?
Yeah, prolonged. At the admission to another general hospital, the proton time around 7, but on the day of the admission to our hospital, the signal was 7.4. There was no significant change of the proton time.
The mentality also getting
Yeah, just the change of the mental status, the slight throat to deep throat.
Please come up to the stage. That'll be all right.
Well, the clinical scenario is not looking good. It's either a significant toxicity or something else. So you worry that you're going to have to do a transplant. So you should either start working up a living donor as soon as possible, or back home in the States, we would have already probably listed as a status 1A.
Yeah. She started to show that something along the 7 days before admission to another hospital, and she was managed during the 2 days, and she showed the rapid deterioration of the mentality and report to our hospital.
So did you try some lactose in enema or something like that?
Yes.
Therapy management?
We administered acetylcysteine, and we performed the treatment for the high ICP.
Can I make a comment? There's history of paracetamol. But the only problem with the blood test is in paracetamol overdose of 9-day duration, you don't get a high bilirubin. So you have to think of maybe it's a superadded problem, not just a pure cause. And I'm glad to say that you put query cause, unknown etiology.
That's why I was worried with the viral syndrome.
Absolutely. The second thing is, your spleen is big. If it's pure paracetamol overdose, there probably is an underlying liver problem, and this could potentially be an acute on chronic. And when you see hypodense lesions within the liver, there are 2 reasons for that. That irregularity may be an ongoing slow process, and you do get regenerating nodules. So it doesn't completely fit in with that hyperacute liver failure. This could be, even in subacute liver failure, you can have splenomegaly if the history has been for a long duration. But the final solution to this is more like a subacute, even though the history is short. This patient is unlikely to survive without transplantation, in my view.
So we registered her TDLT waiting list status 1, but there was no call. We started to evaluate living donor candidate, including her father and mother and sister, and we are considering the cousins. The father, the liver condition was not good. He showed severe fatty liver trouble, 2.2, high HDLT, and estimated small lemon liver volume in the afterlife population. Mother and sister, again, compatible, and possible candidates. The 2 cousins lives far away from someone. And about 12 hours later, we evaluate again. She still showed stable vital sign except high body temperature. So we were intubated, and we performed intubation and the logic examination showed that comatose mentality, the slowish pupillite collapse. And she showed 1 minute the generalized tonic-clonic seizure, and on EEG the revealed severe diffuse cerebral dysfunction. The laboratory test showed increasing level of lactic acid, but AST level decreased, and thrombin level 13. Prothrombin time is still prolonged, 7.5.
We are running out of time. I think it's important to talk about the AST level coming down. It's not a sign of improvement, it's a sign that the liver cells are not there anymore.
The fact that you intubated her, you decided you're going to transplant her because you're not going to be able to follow, mental status or anything. And obviously there's rapid downhill. Did you, besides AVO being the wrong ABO, are the mother, either the mother or sister, do they look like good donors, physically?
You know, the ABN compatible donor, this in the situation you're considering ABN compatible the LDLT, we need time for the desensitization for ABN compatibility.
But you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
We've done this in fulminant liver failure. You do ABL incompatible and you deal with it. You give more immunosuppression and you might have to retransplant them for chronic rejection later on in lifetime because of the ABL incompatibility, but you need to do something quickly.
The power, you can see the power of the CT scan was checked the 12 hours for the initial the point that shows the hypertenuation of the brain parenchyma, the loss of the jugular space and cystal space, the sign of the implanted transtentorial herniation.
So you still don't have a donor?
Yeah, low BC donor core, low available living donor. They are still considering the cousins as the living donor candidates.
You didn't consider ABL incompatible with the mother?
At the time, we didn't consider because the expected outcome was not good.
You don't consider any just hepatectomy for waiting something happening in the donor?
So we are considering 3 options: waiting for DDLT with a liver support, and we trying to find out another living donor candidate with liver support. And the final option was total hepatectomy and the staged liver transplantation.
What's the idea from what you like?
So the number 3 looks theoretically a reasonable approach, but there is no data, no supporting evidence. So the total hepatectomy can remove the toxic material produced by this ischemic dead hepatocyte. However, there is no evidence, and maybe some evidence we will talk.
We've done quite a few of those. But the point about total hepatectomy and stage liver transplant is you have to have an availability of the donor. If you have a donor, if you have a cadaver donor coming, if you've got hemodynamic instability, your cerebral edema is severe, then you know that you've got a donor coming. If you don't have a donor and you do a total hepatectomy, even if the chance of spontaneous recovery is 5%, you cause the death of that patient.
Maybe 3 is a little risky for you. Maybe number 1 is inevitable, number 1.
For us, it's either 1 or 2. There's still a second for, because by law, the 6th degree of sanguinity is acceptable. But still can search for medical and worry at the same time with disease.
I'm just thinking if he's going to come up with a miraculous cure. This patient is dead as far as
I'm
I'm
hoping you decide to use that sister who's ABL, who's sitting at the bedside.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's one potential option. Really, the family want survive. Maybe we can do it incompatible, and just in case, we can replace it with the diseased liver.
Yeah, but you don't need to replace. ABL incompatible will work most of the time. You have higher levels of immunosuppression. We've done it numerous times. When we have acute fulminant need for a deceased donor, we will list for all blood types, just because you're forced to do something.
Another issue is now she showed one time of seizure, so very more than half chance of some postoperative brain death. So living donor transplant, and furthermore, being compatible and very young sister from the young sister donor, and then if the patient become brain dead, so it's really
It's that equipoise we were talking about this morning, the risk to the donor versus the benefit to the recipient. The longer you wait, the less benefit you're going
I agree that for living donor, you need a reasonable chance of survival.
Okay, what's next?
So we performed the total hepatectomy. So because at that time the cousin decided to donate, but the problem was the time for travel and time for donor evaluation. The patient was showing the rapid deterioration of the mental status, and it shows the significant brain edema and seizure. So we performed the thorough hepatectomy to prevent the brain death. And this is a picture of taken just after the thorough hepatectomy. We made the temporary thoracic shunt, and we closed the public vein stump. And then explant liver pathology, you can see the typical finding of the prominent hepatic necrosis, or almost the outside was destroyed and is replaced by the lymphocytic and histiocytic infiltration. And during hepatic paste, we conducted therapeutic plasma exchange, and we applied the continuous venous hemodialysis, and we monitored brain activity, and we gave the management for the ICP crisis. And her the neurologic sign and the vital sign showed a little bit stabilized, and the follow-up the brain CT showed a slight improvement of the brain edema. The CT scan was checked 12 hours after thoracic hepatectomy. And then we performed the living donor transplantation by using the right liver graft from her cousin at 22 hours after thoracic hepatectomy. There was a suspicion for postal bleeding on the second day of the liver transplantation, but the dynamic CT scan shows no evidence of the vascular problem or biliary problem or the active bleeding. And follow-up brain CT scan shows the remarkable improvement of brain swelling. This slide shows the trend of the liver enzyme. This is initial, after thoracic hepatectomy, and during anabatic phase after liver transplantation. And probability level and prothrombin time was remarkably improved after thoracic hepatectomy and anabatic phase management. And PA and lactic acid level was also improved. And patient mentality shows has been improved, and she became awakened 3 days after living liver transplantation, and we could perform the extubation.
So I think this illustrates the guts to do what you did. I think it illustrates what Mohammed was saying, that in order to do that, you have to have something on the horizon, and you must have had some inkling that the cousin would be coming in order to
I mean, I think cousin in any part of the world is fine. We have done
exactly.
one with 3 days anabatic,
You can get
and the
them
patient
there.
did well
As
after
long
3
as you
days.
have potential in the future. But the other thing it illustrates is that pediatrics and can be very forgiving. So even though it looks like their brain is swollen and they've had seizures, they recover. You wouldn't maybe be so lucky if the recipient was older.
Someone say, and also I think that in the recipient operation, we better do total conversion first before handling the liver. So this is your principle, and I think it's one of the important thing. And then during operation, fluid management is also very important. Otherwise, if just should know the situation and then restrict the fluid, and that kind of thing is very important to survive this, survive this patient.
How old was the patient again? 17 is not actually protected. I always say children are very protected because their skull bones have not fused fully, so they tolerate cerebral edema. Old people like us protected. We have smaller brain, atrophied brain, so there is more space in the cranial cavity. Young people, that's why they get cerebral edema early, 20s, 24, where their brain is really tight and big. They get into trouble.
We've used plasmapheresis while waiting for livers without doing the hepatectomy, and that's been very helpful too, just instigating the plasmapheresis early. No good scientific data, but we use it.
What would be the choice if there was no donor on the roads? What would be your choice? If you have only the family members, not the cousin or something.
Recently, fortunately, the Korean Transplant Society, there is the increasing chance for the allocation of disease on liver transplantation. We are performing over the 400 cases, the DDLT in a year. So very high chance for status 1 patient. Usually around 70 to 80% of the status 1 patient have a chance for allocation for disease on liver transplantation. So we anticipated that there will be some chance for DDLT within the several days after thrombectomy.
Would you accept any of the special DDLT?
No.
No.